Hello, I'm Dr. Roxy Barber, and I'm here today to talk to you about Chinese herbs. Chinese herbs have been a huge part of Chinese medicine for thousands and thousands of years, and I've incorporated it into the medicine that I practice for the past 17 years. What's interesting with the Chinese herbs, and a lot of people don't know this, if you are going to a true Chinese medicine doctor, someone that went to school for Chinese medicine, we have over 4.5 years of training in Chinese herbs. It's not a 1 or 2 semester course that we took. We have to learn them just like a Western medicine doctor has to learn about pharmacology, about all the prescription medications. We also have to learn about that in school for quite a few years because we need to know how they work together, how they interact. So we have a separate herb medical board that we have to take as well. So it's very complex, and these herbs can be very powerful and make huge changes in the body. You have to know which ones you can put together and which ones you can't, which ones are going to work for different things, how to do a differential diagnosis. So yes, there's some herbs out there that people know that St. John's wort will do this, Echinacea will do that, and definitely. But when we deal with Chinese herbs and the formulas, a lot of them are very complex. Sometimes they'll have 30 different herbs in them, and they have to be balanced in certain ways for them to work optimally. One thing a lot of people don't know is a lot of our pharmaceutical medications are actually offshoots of a Chinese herb formula. But anything that's all natural cannot have a patent on it. That's why none of our Chinese herbs are patented, and that's why they're relatively inexpensive. So what do the big pharma do? They'll take some of our formulas and they will tweak it in the lab, maybe add some chemicals to it, do what they need to do to get it into a tiny little compact pill, and now they can put a patent on it, and now they can make a lot of money on it. And thank God for some of those medications, because sometimes they can make them a lot stronger than herbs, and we need that. But a lot of times, one, they make these chemicals unstable, and there's a lot of side effects that can happen that are unwanted and unhealthy in the body. And 3, it makes people think that you have to take a pill for everything, and they don't realize that there is a whole pharmacopoeia of these major, amazing Chinese herbs that we can really help people with. So I always urge people to try doing an herbal consult with someone who has extensive knowledge in Chinese herbs, because a lot of times we really can use the all natural herbs that most of them have no side effects than going the Western medicine route. I've also have doctors now that refer patients to me. I'll get a patient in with a list of so many medications that they're on, and a lot of times people don't want to be on all these medications, and we can slowly start working with Chinese medicine. I can do labs to see what's going on with their blood, with their nutrition, with their GI, and we can use different modalities and slowly start to really heal people and work on the root cause of the problem. And then I can work with their doctors that have them on these medications and reach out and say, hey, I think so-and-so might be able to come off of this statin or this painkiller or this anti-inflammatory or whatever medications it might be, anti-anxiety, medications for depression, high blood pressure medication. There's so many of them, and it's a really good feeling for not only myself but for the patient when they can start to cut back on these medications. So there's so many things that we can do with Chinese herbs, and a lot of these formulas work better than the medications without all the side effects. What's not possible with Chinese herbs, you don't go looking for them on the internet. So I always tell people I use a company that is really amazing. They have 33 different tests that they run just for the purity of these herbs to make sure there's no heavy metals, no toxins, no other ingredients that aren't supposed to be in there. They're extremely high quality, and they get all that raw material in, and they make the formulas. So when I have a bottle of herbs that I have a patient get, I always tell them, listen, please don't get these off the internet. You might save $2 or $3 a bottle, but China can take a bottle of anything. This goes for your supplements, your herbs, your shampoos, whatever. And within a week of something coming out, they can have a knockoff online. And there has been a lot of findings with Chinese herbs and supplements that it may look exactly like what I have given you in my office, but it's a knockoff. And inside, there may be those herbs, but there may be mold in them. There may be heavy metals in them. There may be other chemicals. There may be pharmaceuticals in them, which is dangerous. There may be calcium or talc, baby powder. You just don't know what's in it when you're not getting it from someone that I get it from my supplier. I know what's in them. I know where it's coming from. So buying these herbs to save a couple bucks, I really encourage my patients never do that. Unless, of course, it is coming directly from that herbal pharmacy. But here's the thing. These herbs are so strong and so powerful and so helpful. You have to have a medical license to dispense them. So they're not going to sell them to you. And which should make you question if you're able to get them without that. So that, and you can hurt yourself with Chinese herb formulas if you don't know what you're doing. You can make things worse, and you don't want to do that. So you want to stick with someone who's had years and years and years of training. So when you have over 3,000 hours worth of training, you learn a few things, and it's a little better than kind of trying to figure it out on your own. So what type of things do I give herbs for? Pretty much everything. I work a lot with pain, of course. When someone gets sick, we just went through a whole slew of people with the flu and coughs that are hard to get rid of. I have amazing herbs for that. I have a lot of patients, I'll have them keep 3 or 4 formulas in their medicine cabinet at home. And I tell them, if you're getting sick, call or text me. I'm going to ask you to send a picture of your tongue so I can help diagnose. I'll ask you some questions to see what's going on. And I can say, okay, grab this formula out of your medicine cabinet and start taking it now. Or grab that formula. And we can get them started on herbs. And then if they need another formula, they can either come and pick them up and I run them out to the car, or someone else can pick them up. But we can get them started right away. So GI issues, depression, stress, anxiety, insomnia, pain, women's health issues, fertility, shingles. There's not a lot Western medicine can do if someone has a shingles outbreak, but as soon as someone starts to get the first signs of shingles, I have a really amazing Chinese herb formula. It's an old classic formula that's been around for thousands of years. And then sometimes I'll mix it with another one, but usually it'll stop it dead in its tracks. Or if you're at that oozy, rashy part, it'll get you through that within usually a day or two. Or if it's that residual pain that's been there, even though the rash is healed up, it can help to really get rid of that really fast. Other things that I use herbs for: cholesterol, fatigue. We have stuff for hair loss. We have stuff for everything. It's really a complete medicine. So a lot of people don't realize also that you don't have to get acupuncture to do herbs. Some people just don't like acupuncture, or they're scared of it, or they don't make the time to do it, or they're out of town. So I always tell my patients, call me or come in. You don't have to do other treatments. I have patients that I've treated with herbs, just herbs, for years, and they never have gotten acupuncture from me, and that's okay. So give me a call if you have anything that you think I might be able to help you with. You can text the office, you can book online. I do a free 15-minute consultation if you need it, and we'd love to have you in. If there's anybody that you think we might be able to help, I would love for you to pass this video along to them. I hate seeing people suffering. I hate seeing people on tons of unnecessary medication that they're having side effects from. And I really love when I am able to help get people off those medications or not have them go on it. And I especially love when people start to realize from their own usage of Chinese herbs how amazing they can work. And a lot of people are really surprised and are really amazed by it. So I welcome you to give a call or a text and have a further conversation with you. Thanks for watching.